And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, here at ACL Briz. That is the official hashtag. Make sure to tweet it out. And, of course, you know, if you want to check out any stats from this weekend so far, you've got to hit up Does Play Stats on Twitter. Big shout out to them and everyone over there at Does Play. Of course, ACL just recently announcing their partnership with Does Play, and that league is going to be happening. So, you know, keep an eye out for more news to come on that. But, you know, all the gamers here are very excited about that. But game one done between these TA and Sway team, Victor. And we saw TA take it, but it was a close game. So heading into game number 2, an uplink game mode, obviously different altogether. Do you see it being close as the hardpoint game was, or do you think one team might be able to push away a little bit more?
Well, both teams were very close in that one, so I think it's going to go 50-50 right now, very close. I hope to see it go right to the end there. Both teams look just as good as each other in that hardpoint. Both had very similar strategies, breaking in together, holding the hardpoint, and same with uplink. I think both of these teams are going to run pretty much the same, and I can't wait to see who's going to pull out, if anybody does.
Well, we'll have to find out. The game mode is starting on up, so it is going to be game 2. Like we said, it is pool play, so all 3 games will get played out because you do have to find out what the scores will be at the end of the day. We'll find out if the tiebreak has to happen as well and what team will be going home today. Well, they can come back tomorrow, but they won't be playing, sadly. Look at the scrim some teams, maybe. They can fill in their free time.
Yeah, well, they can fill in, go to the Astro booth maybe, fill in, have a look at all the new products that Astro have got here, showing off all the new products for everybody to try out who is at the event. A few new things here.
Oh, definitely. And, of course, they are selling a few options, a few things here as well. Headsets, shirts, merchandise, some swag giveaways as well happening. So, you know, if you are in the area, be sure to stop on down. We're here at the Edge in Brisbane, sunny Southbank behind us, as you saw before. But into the game we will go here with Just.
Yeah, well, he gets the first kill there. Almost get a 2-piece there. Both teams picking up kills there. Pretty much the same off the start here. Ball is still in center. Nobody's touched it yet in the first 20 seconds. It's going to be very close, and they're all just setting up the middle, waiting for everybody to come back.
On the other side of things, you do see there's EMPs coming on through, so Duty just sitting back, waiting and watching for where his teammates are going to be pushing in on Throm. Just as it will be that Sway team actually get a few players down. They're going to try and make a play now for the uplane. They've got drone in hand, goes for the single point throw, overshot it though. Didn't think it was going to go that far, but it did, so that drone will probably get reset by one of the TA players. Yep, there you go. Classic reset play there. It's going to slow that clock down, wait for it to download once again, and they'll head back in towards the Atlas to try and get a bit of composure.
Yeah, well, they were just waiting for their teammates to respawn there. That was a bit unfortunate. The ball flew right over the hard point there. Sorry, uplink. It was very, very close. Both of these teams very close. This is going to be the first time, if True AmBition take the ball, to get it. But right now, it looks like the ball's still just waiting at the back of theirs. They haven't had a time to attack yet.
So we'll see that, of course, that scoreline still 0-all. Minute 10 now gone, as these guys try and get reset, and we'll try and figure out what they can do differently to get the first points on the board. Sway is going to be twisted now, drone in hand, as these guys get it. It goes to that long throw again, falls a bit too short, and now it's going to be Smiley with it. He probably go for that reset as well, as they all tend to do, and they will try and see what else they can now change up, because again, Vector, we've seen these guys grab that drone. They try and go for that long throw, not happening for him. He gets reset, and again, it happens again. Swell grab it, go for that long throw, doesn't count, TA resets it.
Yeah, well, right now, True AmBition haven't had a real attacking chance. This is their first chance going through school here. It's the first time we see they're attacking. They've done a great job at defense so far. Just seems that Sway haven't been able to do anything, and they are going to get the first points on the board here. 2 points, 2 minutes into the half right now. Very much an even game.
As we see what these guys from TA now will be answer back with, of course, Sway at the TA with the first points on the board. Sway now trying to answer back. But again, TA will grab that drone and perhaps go for another run here. They've come out of school quickly. Pastel's big 2-piece. Going to help them out, and they'll, of course, make that scoreline 4-0. First quarter now almost gone. We've still got another 10 seconds left, as these guys will now try again to go for that long throw. It's interesting to see that Sway's strategy hasn't really changed that much after realizing nothing's working for him.
Yeah, well, right now they've just been going for the long throws, so they haven't been going for the 2-point plays like True AmBition have, and it has seemed to work. Pastors does have the ball again. It's now down to Twisted to try and stop, but the feed is all lighting up TA right now with the ball just being thrown out by Sway to avoid another few points to go on. True AmBition doing a great job there, just trying to get the ball out, trying to waste some time.
That TA team currently in that lead, so we're going to go for a listen in with them just to see where their comms are going and see how composed they are, even though they are up 4-0.
Back to you. One ball. Push it, boys. Behind you. I spawn on that portal. You went home. Jump, back door. Hold on, shot. See nothing but straight.
I spawned there.
He's going top four weak. One was intercept.
Dead.
Four weak, he's in keep weak.
I
He went for one reset. Stop, stop, stop.
Just lay out around the hook.
One guard. Good shit. Let's see that.
I'm in paid, I'm in paid.
My bad, nice.
Two rainbows.
Back here.
Yeah,
Back you go. Good ball. Try getting off. They're gonna run school.
Don't let him school. There's only one school, right? Only one school.
He's hot
There's
one.
enemy
Dark,
here,
one shot
enemy
mid.
Mid dead.
Mid two.
Top key weak. One's coming back alley. Dude.
Where's the ball? Where is the ball?
One's gonna be flanking, dude. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, because.
Good
Huge,
shit.
dude.
Pick it up.
Bring it back, Ellie. Bring it back.
Behind me.
Down in school.
Dude, you should have threw the ball out, dude.
Yeah, I was going. Oh,
No, I
okay.
feel
It was 15
It's all
seconds.
good. It's all good.
Hot ball, one shot. Hot
That's
ball.
all good.
Sorry about that. That was listening with the Sway team. As you hear their comms, they were down, but their comms are still going really well. You know, you thought they'd be perhaps a little bit more, clustered, but they were doing very well with their comms, still being very composed, and it was great to hear.
Yeah, well, they did not seem flustered at all, even though they were 4 points behind right now. Looks like GG's going to have the ball here. He's going to go for a long throw there and miss. It's going to come short. And with 20 seconds left on the clock, it looks like 4-0 is going to be the score unless Sway can come in with a late score.
Yeah, of course, Tower at that long reset again. They're going to try and wake it out a little bit longer than what they wanted to. And you'll see now Broxy with that drone in hand. Perhaps he'll go for this. He'll go for that reset of that shield, trying to get that overpower again. He'll still allow himself to get a bit more shielding, run around that drone out perhaps for a one-pointer. But, heading into the second half, two actual uplinks up in that regard. So a 4-0 lead. They've got to be feeling comfortable with that.
Yeah, they played very well that time. They did their defense great. That first minute and a half, they did not see any ball control whatsoever, except when they were throwing it out. Then when they did attack, they were able to get points straight on the board and were able to hold Sway off again in the second part of the first half.
And again, looking at the KDs, it's not that much different. They've got 3 players all doing all right, 1 player a little bit less than so. And you wouldn't really think that much of a difference. And we saw that during the hardpoint game as well. Both teams doing very closely in the same sort of category regarding KD ratios. And it still was a close game. So you'd think perhaps that during this half, perhaps Sway will make it a cap or 2 in. So we'll go to listen in now, this time with the TA team, that we're going to do before. We'll definitely get TA for your earbuds this time around. And we'll just see how their comms are going this one in.
Come on, he's one shot. Couldn't stop it, had no ammo. Go for the one dart, Rocks. Wow, he's one shot. On him in. Oh, tag! Wasn't even tank. No, they're running it. He's on school steps still.
One shot mid.
Go down the top, get fast. Mid-stairs. Hold that school. Watch your mid-stairs.
Mid steps.
He's in paper ball.
He's gonna probably get.
You lost his teammate, he's one shot. In lock it still.
He jumped out.
He's at fire, tagged, and one on mid. Nice. He was tagged. Nice, let's go, that's 3.
Someone grab that.
I got it.
One shot. Amber weak. Nice.
I go for the mid door or not? Go.
Yellow.
Another one there. There's 2.
We can push up.
These are a lot harder throws than what they were trying. Let's go, we got time.
One more there.
Oh, hospital.
You just saw Smiley, and again, he's going for that long throw. The first time around, I thought he had it. The second time, he threw it a bit too late, it would seem. But, I honestly thought that was going to go in there, Vector. But we saw Sway get 2 caps in, and now it's tied up 4 apiece.
Yeah, well, they've done a great job coming back into this one. Sway 4 each, just throwing the ball out, doing exactly what TA did to them. Just keeping the defense. Those long throws is what seems to be the pattern here for that uplink on the side here. As we see Smiley going for another one here. Looks like it's just going to fall short again, but he is going to try and recover the ball for a 2-point play if he can, which is EMP'd, and he can't do it. He's going to get the 2 points there right at the start, and that's 6-4 in favor of TA.
That would have been so sad if he was just jumping up and down, and the kill feed would have shown him getting killed just underneath that portal the whole time, and he could have thrown it in. But, still all good. Did what he needed to do and got that lead back. You'll see that quick reset coming out there as Justy tried to hit the corner with it to reset the actual shield. He missed it and it rolled outside the map on him. So right now they'll try and head back in through school. They've got a few players out to contest with. Now one player there at the front door gets picked up. He's got a teammate there. Doesn't go for the window play. Instead he's going to try and challenge there for 2. Could have perhaps probably got to gone for the 1 point instead, I think, and then try to get another one to follow that up afterwards. They've got 2 minutes left here. It's going to be TA in that lead, 6-4 right now in the scoreboard.
Yeah, well, right now, you can see the ball's just sitting in the middle there. TA's just trying to keep it in mid-play right now. Sway are trying to make something through school here. As we've seen, they try and push it through that school point, which has worked for them so far. It's worked for TA as well. It seems to be the pattern here, but TA are accustomed to it. As it bounces off the wall, unfortunate, missed it just by a few inches as the ball does go back, and they're going to try and throw it out for TA and reset the ball.
Ooh, just there. He had a challenger coming in from behind. He was lucky that he got it out just in the nick of time there before. You did see, of course, Gigi, who did try to throw it from school window. Bounced off that right-hand corner that you saw. Big knife coming out there from Tank to take down one of the opposite players. Of course, Broxy's two-piece now going to help them try and get set up. And there it is there, that big two-piece, that two-point play that came in. Really helping out the TA squad now. And they've got 3 players down. This is the best chance that Sway have had in a short while. They get hands on drone. They're going to try and push this one up in through school and get set up. They've got 2 players challenging there, though. He's going to try and outflank them, out-juke them, out-dive them, and try and get that drone up there to get that 2 points. But it looks like it's been slowed down, stopped, and TA mounted offsets.
Yeah, well, Sway waited a little bit too long there. They were 3 men down TA, but they waited too long in the middle through school, and they waited for all the TA members to come through. That cost them 2 points there, potentially. And now we can see that TA are trying to make an attack themselves. Ball is in garage, going to go for a slow reset here. We can see the timer coming down 4 seconds. There's 36 seconds left, but it is 8 points to 4, and very much falling in the favor of TA.
Of course, you see now on the screen is Pastels just chilling out here on the side here at garage. They're just waiting. And Smiley again. Is he going for? I thought he was going for that long throw that he's done about 50 times and missed every single time. But that time around, it wasn't to be the case. He decided just to go for that slow reset, take their time, and give themselves a 2-0 series lead. Of course, heading into game number 3. So that, of course, will lock the one in for them. But at the same time, we will see now that score become 8-4. In favour of the TA boys, and you know it's a good game for them. Yeah, we're happy with that.
They've done a great job so far. It was as close as we thought. They just pulled it out in the last 20 sort of seconds, just pushing the ball out, making sure that Sway could not push any more points out whatsoever. Doing a great job as you see Broxy get the final kill here. Doing great for his team. We saw Darks get 32 kills. Same with Tank, doing a great job with a few people getting 30. As much as you said, all the way through. Yeah. Everybody was pretty much across the board, same with KDs. It was just the plays they all did that worked together for the team.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You know, the only person you sort of saw go a little bit down there was GG, and he 13 and 28. The rest of them, yeah, very evenly matched across the board in regards to KD ratios, all putting in good numbers. You know, if you looked at it from a stat standpoint, the better stats probably over on the side of that Sway squad. But then, you know, stats don't mean anything. All the kills in the world won't win you a game if you're not playing the objective.
Yeah, well, and Uplink is a very objective style game. Same with Hardpoint, so it doesn't matter on the kills so much as we saw. TA were behind in kills all the way through, and yet we're able to pull out the win twice.
Yeah, I know they say 90% of the time the team with the most kills wins in objective game modes, and I agree and disagree with that at the same point, because you can go out and slay as much as you want, but if you're not playing the objective properly, then it won't matter. You're not getting any time on the board, you're not getting the uplinks. At the end of the day, you're still going to finish up with 0 points on that scoreboard, and you're going to lose. It's only really if you're playing TDM, then yeah, the team with the most kills is going to win, but TDM is an objective game mode. So 2-0 up now, that True AmBition squad is, and you can see that thanks to that poll there below us, people tweeting in what their thoughts were, and you know, True AmBition have won, but it's not over yet. We do have a game number 3 coming up after this short commercial break. It's going to be S&D on Riot. Don't go anywhere.